and what your assets is. So if you're, you know what I'm saying, if you're homeless and you're working a job, you know what I'm saying, like I remember I was homeless for over 8 years. So um when you're homeless and you're working a job and you don't really have bills but a phone bill, so your liability is $50, uh 50 to $100 for the phone. And so you sleeping outside till you get yourself together. But the more you come up and you start to establish credit and you get your apartment, now your liabilities start going up. So now if you make 500, 700, $800 a week, you're gonna have to you're gonna have to make sure that you're putting up. If your rent is $1,000 a month, I'm saying like every week when you work your 40 hours, you just put 250 up. Put 250 up every week because you know it's coming. You know, that's what I'm talking about, managing money. Because a lot of us as black man, we overspend. We spend more than what we spend more than we're actually making and that we're actually able to spend. A lot of money that you make is not your money. A lot of money you make for when you're beginning is money that you're using for your necessities, food, car, gas, etc. Um, and we understand that it's hard, but get to a point, when you actually get to a point where um yeah, I am in a weed legal state. I'm sorry, guys, but when you actually get to a point where you are like, okay, okay, let's say myself, I'm gonna put some real numbers in perspective for myself. When it comes to managing money. So I'm salary. I get paid salary. I'm a supervisor. You know what I'm saying. And so I make about maybe like 2 grand every 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying. And so I get paid on the first and the 15th. So I know that I got bills. You know what I'm saying. First of all, a lot of us, we live below our means because we be selfishly not wanting to know that you're working to give your money to somebody so you can live comfortably. So I have a new truck, and on my new truck, I know that I gotta pay this off. You know what I'm saying? So my new truck, that's $500. You know what I'm saying? So I know that my new truck, I got a new iPhone. That shit $185. Fucking 185. I got the full everything with the iPods and everything. It's gonna go down eventually, and I got credit cards and shit like that. So I say my bills come up to, cause I don't pay rent. My bills come up to about, let's see, insurance, full coverage, about 250. So I say about $1,000. So now I know that I need to be paying these bills, and then I'm still saving money because I'm like, okay, I done managed everything. I'm like, okay, I got liability, so it don't cost me nothing to stay. You know what I'm saying? It don't cost me nothing to stay, but it do cost me money to, drive. It costs me money to smoke my nicotine. It costs me money to um 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 the bank gives me credit, you know what I'm saying? So I might use that. I got phones that I got good phones with good service, um so I know that with this money that I have to pay once a month, I know that with $1,000 of that money, I'm gonna pay. You know what I'm saying? I gotta pay. I got bills I gotta pay. You know what I'm saying? $1,200, $1,000. But then you be like, and now by you managing your money, now you can see how much money, extra money you have to go to other avenues. And this is where a lot of guys fail. We lack to create an emergency fund. You know, we fail to create an emergency fund. Um, um, a lot of us are spending our money before we get it. You know, so with me in my situation, I'm like, okay, so I've been broke before. So if you ever been broke before, then you don't want to go broke again. You know what I'm saying? So every time I get paid, I be like, oh, I'm about to put 500 up. Like I have enough money to like be like, oh, I'm just putting fives or whatever up. So 500 goes straight to an account that I'm using for a big purchase. You know what I'm saying? So if I want to go and mortgage off a property, you know what I'm saying? If I want to go mortgage off a property, get me a home, you know what I'm saying? Where I got the closing costs, I got the down payment, you know. Now I could go off and, you know, I've been saving up. And then we like to make our emergency funds. You know, we have to know money. This country that we live in is all about money. You know, so what I want to say is, I want to say, um, what questions do we have? Do anybody got any type of financial questions? Anybody want to know how to level up? You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people be sleeping on a lot of men like me because they'll look at me and look at my hair and they'll look at my beard and be like, "Oh, this dude broke." No, sir. No, I'm not. I'm not broke at all. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm very well off. So, if no man, you gotta hit the comment. Let me know what you guys. If you guys need any pointers on anything, just let me know what's up. You know, if you guys got any advice, comments is live. Everybody can see them. You know, but we have to. We have to manage money because the men before us failed us. The women before us failed us. The men before us, everybody in the black community got selfish. You know, a lot of people in the black community got selfish. They're like, okay, I gotta keep my money, and I'm not gonna tell you nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get my money, and I'm gonna hold this brother back. I'm gonna be on the job. So it's a lot of crab in a bucket stuff going on. Um, honestly, them sleepless nights. We got to comment. Um, um, days day in the life of Robin Gravedigger Ellis Jr. How important is sleepless nights? Um, sleepless nights can be very important, but at the same time, like you want to make sure by you being a black man, like you want to, if you're having a lot of sleepless nights, you want to make sure that you know when you do have somewhere to rest, you have somewhere that you can actually, you know what I'm saying, get the good amount of sleep that you need because a lot of us are not getting the amount of rest that we need, you know. Um Sleepless nights can be very important, especially if you're on top of your money already and you're making extra money. But I don't advise new people who are not strong black man like me and you. We probably can pull some. I done pulled some sleepless nights a lot of times. Like I work where I was on call, like I work 40, 50 hours that week or 60 hours that week, and then for all weekend they call me at 2 in the fucking morning. I'm up all night, like driving, setting shit up. But when you're on top of your money, them sleepless nights really can count. But if you're not, you know what I'm saying, to a point where you're mentally capable, depending on what type of job you're doing. Because some jobs, it require extreme, you know what I'm saying, you lifting, you all day. My job, the job I got, I can do sleepless nights because my job requires me sitting in my truck, riding around a job site. You know what I'm saying? So I'll pull the sleepless night, but I do not advise any new people who are not managing money, because a lot of times you guys are gonna end up quitting because you're gonna be so tired. You're gonna be so exhausted. If you're young, you know what I'm saying? You're young. A lot of guys be overworking themselves and then they end up quitting because they too tired. You know what I'm saying? So sleepless nights can be good if you know what you're doing, you know. But a lot of us we're not even on that at that stage yet. So we have to get there. So we got any more comments, any questions, any questions on finances? Anybody want to know credit? Anybody need to know loans? Anybody need to know how to use leverage? How do I leverage myself? You know what I'm saying? How do I leverage myself? How do I work a job and then leverage myself? You know, stuff like that. You know, it's so a lot of us we will see a Spanish brother work at McDonald's, have a wife, kids, a nice truck, and everything, and then and oh, facts, thank you, brother. Blessings to you as well. So we'll see a Spanish brother. We'll see people of other races working for these other companies, and they make the same amount of money as us, and they're in the same jobs as us, but they're in a different level in their lives. You know, because if you don't know how to, you know, sell yourself when you're in the business of, you know, establishing credit, when you're in the business of building credit, like credit is a number that nobody can see but financial institutions. So we got another comment by Days of Life. Uh, uh, Grave Digger Ellis Jr. So he said, is stocks a great investment in real estate? Both of these can be great investments if you know what you're doing. Real estate is always one of the best